Hey friends, welcome into the TexAgs Rewind presented by Specs. Rake in the savings and savor the season. The fall sale is on all month at Specs where the fun starts here. All right, we are here in the Rollo Insurance Studio. Got Luke Evangelist with me, got McKinley Polanski with me at the Angry Elephant News and Social Center. Luke is here to chant and tell us his favorite part of the show.
My favorite part of the show was Josh Pate. And
why?
Because he seems like somebody we can get on board.
It, did you?
He made a strong case for why A&M should be higher than 3 in the new college football playoff ranking.
Yeah.
And he seems like a chanter.
Mm-hmm. Would he chant?
Marcel Reed.
Yeah.
Marcel Reed.
Polanski, about 7 minutes ago, you had no idea what it is, but now you've chanted a lot.
Yep, I've chanted a lot, and I will continue to chant all around campus, which...
Favorite part of the show?
Jordan Pugh. I feel like he'd be one that would go with the chants, too.
Yeah.
I really like this segment because I also agree with him. I believe Texas A&M is number 1 after going 9-0.
And I don't know who else made the rewind, so I'm going to ask Nick Savage.
Well, Jamie Morrison and Olin Buchanan.
Jamie Morrison, Olin Buchanan. And what happened to the chants? I heard it on your phone a second ago.
He can't even stay off his phone for the rewind.
Just around Billy's on his phone. All right, check out the rewind.
Okay, so the last real game at Kyle Field, you would hope that the atmosphere is phenomenal.
Yeah, well, what I hope is that in the fourth quarter, A&M is up by 3 or 4 scores, or 5. That's what I hope, okay? And there might be a reminder of the real 12th man. That's all I'm saying. Just a reminder. I know Coach Oka would never make a comment like that.
Yeah, I think I don't think Shane Beamer made a comment like that either.
Yeah.
I think he was just giving his fans some love for being supportive.
Yeah, well, he could have used another term. Really proud of our fans. I agree to agree and disagree.
You know
all
what?
At the same time.
What did they say that imitation's the sincerest form of flattery?
I don't believe that. When the other websites steal our information and
that's
use
not
it,
imitation. That's plagiarism. There's a difference.
Yeah, we know who you are, by the way. We know exactly who you are. We know everything about your membership or what do you call it, subscription to TexAgs. Anyway, shall we? Here's another one for you.
All right.
Lane Kiffin.
How about that?
Okay, so
I did see that.
I got a good buddy, Nathan, who sent that to me yesterday, Nathan Stewart. And I don't know
He's right, by the way.
Well, he is right. But, like, there's a part of me that's like, is he trolling? Is he doing something? Is he auditioning? What is he doing? Because again, I've told you this many times. There's a lot of things about Lane I like. A lot.
Lane Kiffin is this generation's Steve Spurrier. He speaks the truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't like the truth.
Because you can't handle the truth.
Because you can't handle the truth, Jessup. She had
You have no idea. Don't worry about
it. He always talked about maybe every year you just go through the transfer portal the way it's set up to get your team.
Yep.
Or, well, Jimbo Fisher said this, and so,
Let me read what he said, so those who don't know. Talking about the college football playoff rankings, he says, Texas A&M being 3, what more do you want them to do to be 1? Well, they went up to Notre Dame and won. So those people say, man, those schedules are worth it to play that. I should say aren't, I believe. What if they didn't play Notre Dame and they just played whoever and just had an easy win? They'd be ranking the same spot. So what good did that do if it's not rewarded? So they've got the highest metrics of everybody, and they're not number 1. So I don't know.
I want to know, you, Lucci, the viewers, the listeners, we all know what time of month it is. We all know what time of season it is. We know what our record is. We know what the odds say. We know what we've been doing on the field. However, we know what history says. Nothing is guaranteed. Been a lot of almosts and then falling short. How many people have begun to book rooms in Atlanta that you know of?
A lot. A lot of people.
Wow.
Now,
forget the past. I love it.
We take our cues from Mike Elko, right? Mike Elko's like, why are we talking about last year? Like, this is this year. We're 9 games in. Here it is, Josh. And for me, look, sometimes a company or a city has to plan things just in case, right? So it's not the path to the SEC championship game for A&M. They control their destiny, right? Win and you're in. Win these 3 games, you're in. Win 2 of these games, right? You're in. And I think they should be favored in these games. But I got to bring something up with you, my friend, okay? Apparently, there's a lot of tattletales on the TexAgs message board that I'm supposed to ask you questions on why we were on upset alert before, and I think somebody said you picked us to lose the Texas game. So are the tattletales right? Tell me what you're thinking about A&M's path to the SEC championship game.
Yeah, I actually think they have the best path to the SEC championship game. What we did the other day, when we come in on Sunday, so firstly, let's back up before Sunday. Yes, I put them on upset alert against Missouri because I just go off historicals, not with A&M, with college football,
right?
With any kind of team that is in new territory. So A&M's kind of in new territory right now. It's been a while since we talked about them like this. When you get into November, same thing with Indiana last week. When you get into November and you're favored on the road in conference games, those just are not easy spots. Doubly especially, I know A&M was off a bye, but when you're facing an opponent off a bye, not to mention one playing their backup quarterback, which is a spot that I've told you many times I automatically love betting on because I think the gap between QB1 to QB2 is sometimes really overvalued in college football. Maybe not in this case, but it normally is. So, yeah, I had the A&M game circled. I took Missouri plus the points, A&M to win outright. I thought it'd be a one-possession game. So, yeah, I got silenced on that one pretty quick. At least they did it early. At least I didn't have to watch them pull away late. At least I know early on it's dead.
I think I keep saying this, and it's not that I don't know, I'm just giving these teams lip service. They're all really, really good. And Auburn was flirting with the top 25 earlier in the year. They run a really fast offense. I think leading into our match, they were first in the conference in blocks per set. And I thought we did a really, really good job taking care of the game plan. And that was the thing I was most fired up because we came out of that.
The fact that this team, and I feel like I do this every week too, I compare you guys to football because there's some similar things happening. Does not matter the test that's put in front of you. This team seems to either win or learn from a mistake. And right now is a lot more winning and learning from maybe not all the success you want, because sometimes you have some adversity taking on elite teams like you have.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think even, I don't know, we went back, we had to face a different test just that we saw in Auburn. So we held off on kind of teaching some stuff from the Texas match, but we won that match, and going back and looking at it, it's like, all right, how do we get this 2 points better the next time we play? So actually worked on some stuff in practice that could come to fruition and helping us beat Florida, but just some adjustments that we can make in match. So I think we're doing a good job of learning from our mistakes within wins also. But we're continuing to get better every single day, every single match.
They're really good, Jordan.
Yeah. Well, I finally convinced myself. I think that we're the best team in the country. The more and more that the weeks go by, I watch us. We improve every single week. Now, of course, we got things to fix, right? So we'll get into that, of course. And I'm always going to find something with the coach hat on. But when I look at us, man, we can beat you in so many different ways. We can beat you in every facet of the game. We can beat you throwing it. We can beat you running it. We can beat you with defensive play. We can make big time stops in crucial situations. We can beat you on special teams. The more and more that I watch us, the more and more I'm like, man, I think I have to finally just break down and say that I think that we're the best team. Now, we have to finish the task, of course, right? That's where the trauma comes in. That's where that battered Aggie syndrome comes in. But, man, when you look at it for what it is, you're looking at a 9-0 team. You're looking at a team that went on the road for 3 straight weeks, went out and dominated people. You're looking at what we've done as far as how we put together a complete offense, how we balance each other. We're rotating in 92 different running backs. There's no drop off, right? You're looking at what we're doing from an explosive play standpoint. Man, I can't see anything where it doesn't say that we're not the best. And then you look at the resume that we have, the teams that we've beaten. I think that's where we belong. Now, from a standpoint, game-wise, I think that we started slow coming off the bye. A typical thing, right? One of the things that you're concerned about, but how we picked it up, the adjustments that we made once again at halftime, coming out at halftime and just putting our foot on their throat, choking them out. Man, this team is impressive. It's very impressive. I'm very confident in what we can do moving forward, man, finishing the season out, making that playoff push. It's exciting, man. And if you're an Aggie fan, you need to be excited because everything that they're showing you a grit, they're showing you a blue-collar attitude, but you're seeing the word culture that everybody says. You're seeing the culture being put on display each and every week. Man, I'm loving what this team is doing.
All right, we got to close it out, and we go to McKinley. I want you to close it out, but you have to chant 3 different times in what you're supposed to do after a rewind.
Okay. Marcel Reed, Like,
you got to do it with you got to do it. You can't speed through it. You ran the stop sign. I want you to take your time.
Okay. Like, comment, subscribe, and I better hear from College Station to New York to Miami and all around the nation. Marcel Reed, Marcel Reed, Marcel Reed.
I'm sorry for making it cringy. Good job, though. That was really good. We'll see you next time.